Court, all rise. Please. Wait, please.
Here's the next in the Cora.
All right. We'll be in recess on this.
What's now in session, please be seated.
Your Honor, for the purpose of the record, we return back to the trial at Commonwealth versus Lindsay Clancy. All parties are present, including the defendant and including the 18 jurors.
All right, Mr. Reddington.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Morning.
Morning, sir.
So you are part of the prosecution team that handles the downloads of computers and cell phones and things like that, right?
Specifically mobile devices, sir, not computers.
Mobile devices, okay. And the other gentleman that testified, Pavo, is that his name?
Paveo, sir.
Paveo. And he did the laptops that were found in the office, in the home, right?
Correct. He has those certifications.
Okay. Now, the district attorney had asked you some questions about different searches that you had done on Celebrate and on Axiom. All your searches dealt with Lindsay's cell phone, right?
To clarify, sir, I did no searches on Axiom.
Okay. You did searches on Celebrate.
It's the only forensic tool I use, correct?
All right. And basically, I'm just trying to get a handle on that you and your other brother or sister officers would examine, for example, the computers that were found in Patrick's office in the house, right? You didn't, but the other people did, right?
That's correct.
And then you got the computer, strike that, you got the cell phone that was Lindsay's cell phone, right?
Yes, sir.
And you then did, what's called an advanced logical of Lindsay's phone, is that right?
That's correct.
And what is an advanced logical? What does that mean?
It's an extraction that utilizes the iTunes backup of an iOS device, and it acquires most of the user-facing content, meaning calls, texts, images,
Okay.
browser history.
So you lost me on user-facing. What does that mean?
What the user sees when they're using the phone.
Okay, so like if you pick up a phone and you open it up, then you're interfacing with the phone and you're looking at different things, such as photographs, emails, texts, things like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In addition to Trooper, now Sergeant Paveo, and yourself, there also was another trooper that you were working with, a guy by the name of Rabbit, like Roger Rabbit, right?
Yes, Joseph Rabbit was assigned to the unit at the time.
And he also conducted a search, but he did what's called a full file system extraction, right?
I don't recall.
Okay, what is a full file system extraction as opposed to advanced logical extraction?
A full file system extraction would acquire the databases and information that you cannot see as a user on a device.
I see. So your extraction was done on January 30th, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Rabbit's extraction was done on January 27th, right?
I'm not aware of Trooper Rabbit's extraction.
Did you ever collaborate with him as investigator investigating Lindsay Clancy on this case and talk about what you located or what he located?
I had no discussion with him about the phone extraction.
All right. Is he still working for the state police?
He is.
Would you agree with me that the full file extraction actually gets more information than the advanced logical? In other words, Rabbit's extraction would have got more information than you got on your advanced logical.
That's correct.
So one of the things the district attorney had asked you about was in reference to Exhibit 237, and that would be the Celebrate report. Is that correct? Basically, the caption for the extraction on the Celebrate report.
This is a supplemental report that I completed from the physical analyzer software.
Okay. And would that be Celebrate?
Yes.
It says Celebrate, that's why I asked. Looking at Exhibit 237, the second page, that on the very top that I'm looking at here, can you tell me on the right, what is it depicting on the right?
It's
Little box?
You're doing the brightness instead of the zoom.
Yeah, I know that. You see the little box? Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to approach you. This here is the exhibit that the district attorney asked you to look at, 237, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. And it's a Celebrate report, right?
It's a supplemental report. Yes.
And that would be the calendar search, right?
The calendar supplemental report. Correct.
Okay. So that means that if Lindsay had appointments anywhere, it would have been presumably, if she put it in the phone, in her calendar, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you looked at your investigation, directing your attention to the start time, what date are we talking about here?
The start time is August 14th, 2022, midnight. End time would be August 14th, 2022, 11:59 p.m.
Okay. So if you look down to the next one, it says, what date?
August 23rd, 2022, 10 a.m.
Okay. And did she make an entry on
did.
her computer on that date and time?
She did, sir.
And can you tell me what the entry was?
The subject is 10 a.m. Callan, Kingston, vaccine.
So Callan would be the son. She had it in her phone that he had an appointment to get a vaccine at 10 p.m.?
The time is 10 a.m.
10 a.m., okay. And the next one, what is the next one?
Would you like to know the subject, sir, or the date?
Yeah, sure. Just whatever the date is and then what the subject is.
Okay. The start time is August 23rd, 2022, 5 p.m.
Okay.
The subject of the entry is 9:45, Kingston, Dawson, ear check.
And that would be indicative of an appointment that she had at the pediatrician's office for Dawson's ear check at 9:45 in the morning. Is that correct?
Could be an inference, I'm not sure, but that's the entry.
Okay. Now, looking at Exhibit 235, you can tell me, what is this document?
I recognize it as a screen capture from an Axiom phone extraction.
All right. And you did indicate you were Axiom qualified, right?
I am not, sir. I'm familiar with the program as a result of my training at Great Key. Magna Forensics owns Great Key Technology, and in the training course for Great Key, process extraction using Axiom, but I'm not certified in the software of Axiom.
But you can interpret it. You understand what that shows you. It's just a listing of different activities on the phone, right?
I'm aware of what the screenshot depicts, yes.
All right. Can you tell me see the highlighted one, can you tell us what that is, the date and the time and what it's referencing? Do you need a magnifying glass?
References a website, sir.
And what's the website?
Mail.google.com.
That mail, like M-A-I-L, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does it indicate whose mail it is? Does it show it on the right-hand side of the box?
I can't definitively determine whose mailbox it is.
Okay.
Trooper, I'm going to ask you, make sure you keep your voice up, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
The next page. It's pretty much the same thing in the same day. Okay. Can you tell us on that page who signed in under what email?
The artifact is indicating that there is a title with an email.
What's the name?
I'm sorry. patrickclancy@gmail.com.
So that's fair to say that that would be patrickclancy@gmail.com. That's his email that's signed in on Lindsay's Facebook. You say?
I can't confirm that.
Okay. And when you were going through her phone, is it fair to say that, I mean, there wasn't much in her life that wasn't exposed to the state police and the DA's office and the investigators? I mean, your report initially was 180,000 pages of PDF, right?
It was a very large download, sir.
Does 180,000 sound about right?
It does.
So 180,000 pages on a PDF, you do a number of extractions, and then you get into the one that you were testifying about. The district attorney indicated, or you stated that it was 768 pages of text messages that she had, along with photographs perhaps?
That was a timeline search. The number of items in that report are indicative only of the time frame in which I was utilizing within the software.
Okay. So when you went through her phone, did you come across on a Celebrate report searching for where is the carotid artery?
I don't recall.
Did you come across, might be easier this way. This is a Celebrate report on Lindsay's phone, right? Now, I understand that you might not have been standing next to another cop going through the records and documents on her phone, but on this, you're able to recognize that as being the Celebrate report, right?
It is a Celebrate report,
And
sir.
it's a Celebrate report for her phone. You can tell by the numbers, right? Maybe this would help a little bit. You see this here where it talks about source file and it's got a number, quadruple 08110-0009225E and all the rest of them. That would be her phone, right?
I don't have that number memorized.
Of course not, but it would be in your report?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Celebrate extraction report?
It would depend on the supplemental report that you have, sir, whether or not that character was displayed.
I don't know where to look at that. If you can tell me if that's, because this is, we agree, is Lindsay's cell phone. Celebrate extraction report.
This item you have here, sir?
No, I'm sorry, the exhibit.
This is the calendar supplemental report, yes.
For Lindsay, so what's the number? You must have a number that would connect to her phone, like an address, like your home address, but in fact it would be a number, right?
It's a device identifier. It is not presented in this supplemental report.
Okay, where would the device identifier be presented?
It'd be presented in the front page of the initial extraction report.
And that's the 780,000, whatever it is, pages, right? You don't have that here. Certainly 180,000 pages. You don't have that here, right?
No, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Sure. Mr. Barrow, for a minute. Did you bring your report today with you? Just the report, not all the exhibits?
No, sir.
So you would agree with me, sir, that one of the concerns as an investigator that you had is things such as looking for buzzwords like suicide, right?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
When you're looking on the target's phone, and out of this whole courtroom, the target would be Lindsay Clancy, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you had access to her phone, right?
Yes, sir.
And you all went into it with a search warrant, right?
Yes, sir.
And you were looking for different topics such as suicide, drugs, killing kids, I imagine, to investigate, right? You had buzzwords.
Yes, sir.
And did you come across, for example, a search that indicates carotid artery?
I don't recall.
Did you come across a search on Safari, how to slit your throat to die?
I don't recall.
Did you come across a search, can you turn airbags off on Kia Sorento?
I don't recall.
Did you know that she had a Kia Sorento?
I did not.
If I approach you with this Celebrate report, sir, does that give you the numbers for what I just went through with these searches?
The universal device identifier is a match.
It is a minute, okay.
Yes, between this document in my hand and the ones that you're holding.
So would you, what's the first search on the first box?
The value associated with the source file is carotid artery.
And the next box?
How to slit your throat to die.
And the next box?
Can you turn airbags off on Kia Sorento?
And these all came from Lindsay's phone, right?
I can't confirm that.
Well, it's a pretty good inference, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Run right off of these.
If we could just
Sure.
see them.
Thank you. And just, if I can, thanks. And if I can, just to, for continuity, sir, looking at what has been marked as Exhibit R, S, and T for identification, not an exhibit yet, the jury would have, but nevertheless, we can question you about it. You do agree with me that the phone identifier numbers are listed here, and they're pretty much the same on these three exhibits, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that would be Lindsay Clancy's phone, right?
I can't confirm that. Yes, sir.
So I've just handed you Exhibit 237, sir. Can you tell me what that exhibit is? The district attorney questioned you about it.
It's a supplemental report that I compiled from the Celebrate software on the calendar application.
Do you have access to what was referred to as the mummy text messages?
Not with this document, sir.
So that document is the calendar that we had already gone through as far as seeing the doctor, 9:45 and 10 o'clock appointments, right?
That's correct.
Sorry. Is the money text, money.
Exhibit 238.
Exhibit 238, sir, if I may. On the exhibit, sir, this would be captioned the mummy text message thread between Lindsay and her mother. Is that fair to say?
For January of 2023, sir, yes.
Okay, so this search was limited by the police to January of 2023 for the texts between Lindsay and her mother, right?
Correct, sir. It's a filtered supplemental report from Celebrate.
Filtered supplemental report, okay. So who would be, when the jury's looking at these in the jury room, who would be the blue texter? Would it be Lindsay or her mother?
You could just look at the participant delivered status sent from Lindsay owner to mommy. So the green would be from the owner of the phone to the recipient, mommy.
Okay, so green would be Lindsay, blue would be the mother.
That's correct.
All right. Now let me give you Exhibit 238, and just for a representative example, I mean, looking through, will you look at September 28th at 6:18 in the morning?
Sir, can you repeat that date?
Yeah, sure. September 28. Oh, you didn't do, that's right, you didn't do September. You only did January, right?
Sir, this exhibit is just for January of 2023.
Okay, I apologize. Let's jump to January then. Now, let's say January 3rd, 8:35 in the morning. Do you have that?
One moment, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
And what did Lindsay say to her mother on January 3rd at 8:35 in the morning?
At 59 seconds, sir.
Yeah.
I'm all right, period. Anxious about meeting with the whole psychiatry team.
How about the next message that she sent at January 3rd at 8:37 in the morning?
In 31 seconds.
Sure.
I'm just worried they won't send me home soon.
Now, do you know, as a police officer working in this case, what she meant, send me home? Do you know where she was on January 3rd?
It would be an inference only, sir.
That's all right. You can infer.
I believe she was in a medical facility.
McLean Hospital.
I recall that hospital being mentioned.
And then on January 8th, sir, at 10:44 in the morning, was there a text from her mother to Lindsay, if you know? 10:44. Where the mother asked, did you sleep good?
1 second, sir. It's cut off by the clip here. 10:44 and 30 seconds a.m.
Yeah.
From mommy to Lindsay. Great. That will be fun. Sleep good last night? Question mark.
And did she respond? She meaning Lindsay?
She did.
What'd she say?
I actually did.
And this was on January 8th, sir?
That's correct.
January 10th, could you pull that up, please, at 9:48 in the morning?
I apologize, sir. Can you repeat the time on the 10th?
9:48 in the morning, beginning with mother asking questions of Lindsay. Still sleeping good, question mark.
I have a message at 9:48 and 15 seconds from mommy to Lindsay.
Okay, what is that?
Good morning. How are you doing today? Question mark.
And what did she say in response?
Good. Period. At the gym with the kids.
And what was the date? Was that January 10th?
2023, 9:48, 21 seconds a.m.
So do you have January 10th in front of you, not the 23rd?
My correction, sir. January 10th, 2023 at 9:48 and 21 seconds.
All right. And what did the mother ask her?
Nice, still sleeping good.
Did she ask her, are you feeling better during the day? And she said, so far, a little bit.
Would you like me to read that, sir?
Yeah.
At January 10th, 2023, 9:53:01 seconds a.m. Are you feeling any better during the day? From mommy to Lindsay.
And go to January 12th, 11:09 in the morning.
Yes, sir.
What did she say? What did mommy say?
From mommy to Lindsay, January 12th, 2023, 11:09, 32 seconds a.m. Still feeling a little better? Question mark.
And how did she respond? How did Lindsay respond?
A little bit.
And then on January 16th, well, wait a minute, January 14th at 1:05, I think, in the afternoon. Can you pull that one up?
Yes, sir. One moment.
Okay. You recall where it starts as, I'm waiting for the day. And that would be from Lindsay to her mother.
Can you repeat the time one more time, sir?
1:05
AM or PM?
p.m.
And this is on the 14th, sir?
Yes, sir. Yep, January 14th.
I have a message from Lindsay to mommy, January 14th, 2023, 1:05, 13 seconds PM.
Saying,
About the same, period, hanging in there and waiting for the day I wake up and feel me.
So she says, waiting for the day I wake up feeling like me, right?
That's correct, sir.
Okay. And then on the 16th of January, if you can pull that one up. January 16th at 10:20.
I have a message from Lindsay to Mommy, January 16th, 2023, 10:20, 24 seconds a.m.
And what did it say?
It was fun, period. Cora and Dawson enjoyed, period.
Now, did it make reference at any point in the text that that was a reference to the Cape Codder? Is that in there at all? Do you see it? It was fun, referring to what was fun, if you know.
Not in this particular message, sir.
Okay. And then continuing on, sir, January 18th, would you agree that she inquired of her mother, or the mother asked, are you starting a new med? She said, I did. I started it two nights ago. And that basically the mother was asking her about her medications and how she felt and how she was doing, right?
One moment, sir. I just have to get to that point.
You know what? That's okay, because it's an exhibit and the jurors are going to have it and they can take a look at it. So that's okay. We're good on that.
Okay, don't answer the question.
No, you don't have to answer it. It's all right.
Okay, sir.
Now, on January 24th, District Attorney asked you about the Google searches, Googling 3V restaurant, looking at the distance from the house to 3V restaurant, looking up menus. You recall answering her questions on that?
I do, sir.
And you're familiar also, prior to that, on the same day, that she had taken the baby to a doctor and that Pat texted her and asked basically, you know, how did it work out? Do you recall that?
I recall the doctor's appointment. I don't recall the text.
Do you recall that Lindsay sent a picture of her and her children taken that afternoon?
I recall the snowman photo.
I'm sorry?
I recall the snowman photo.
Okay. And that was on the 24th of January, right?
It was, sir.
Do you recall that Pat texted back and said something like, oh, wow, you're a good mom? Do you recall that?
I don't recall the text.
One of the other searches that you did would be, are you aware that there were searches for medical, such as questions regarding bipolar symptoms, psychosis, can you be in DKA without high blood sugar, page after page after page, trazodone, what is the effect of trazodone, Wellbutrin, how do you feel on trazodone, Ativan addiction, Prozac, Trazone, going on and on and on. You guys saw this on her search on her phone, the Celebrate, right?
I recall those searches, sir.
Okay. Could I offer this, Your Honor? This would be medical searches on her phone.
Any objection?
No.
All right, that may be admitted.
Exhibit 239.
Great, thank you.
Do you recall, sir, that there was also a search for schizophrenia? I'll say that.
Not specifically.
Well, if I approach you, sir, and your extraction book, does that refresh your memory that there would be a search on her phone for schizophrenia? See where it says schizophrenia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what was the date of that search?
January 19th, 2023, 9:58:01 seconds a.m.
Okay. Put that right here for a minute. How about psychosis? Did she search for psychosis as well?
If I may.
Of course.
There is a keyword search in psychosis in a Google search.
And that would be a keyword search that you said in a Google search on the January 20th?
January 20th, 2023, 8:39 and 0 seconds p.m.
Okay. And then was there also a search for Seroquel?
Seroquel is part of a search, yes.
And what was the rest of the search?
On Seroquel, feel like I can't have a conversation.
Okay. And it goes on a number of other inquiries as well, correct? Dealing with Seroquel.
That's correct, sir.
And then further, do you recall that there were a number of pages where she Googled and was inquiring about suicide?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell us when she was Googling suicide?
December 29th, 2022, 1:02:14 seconds p.m.
And would you agree that she also Googled on a number of occasions sleep?
Sleep is one keyword and part of a Google search, correct?
And then there's a number of pages that are attached to that dealing with the search for sleep, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And do you know the time frame that we're talking about from the Celebrate search?
Multiple entries, sir. Majority of them are in January of 2023.
Okay. Also, a much larger package of searches for trazodone. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Trazodone is one keyword as part of multiple Google searches.
Zoloft?
Correct.
What's the time frame?
If I may just remove this, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Earliest entry is December 31st, 2022, 4:07:48 seconds p.m. Last entry, all on the same date, December 31st, 2022, 7:06:39 seconds p.m.
Okay. She also, on her phone, is a search for benzo withdrawals, right?
Yes, sir. Benzo is listed as a keyword as part of another search.
Also, after benzo, it says withdrawals, right?
Correct.
And what's the time frame for that, please?
January 20th, 2023, 8:11:57 seconds p.m.
Okay, thank you. And also a search for Wellbutrin.
Yes, sir. Wellbutrin is a keyword as part of a Google search.
Does it say what the time frame is?
It does.
What is it?
January 16th, 2023, 9:14:47 seconds a.m.
Okay. And a search for McLean.
Correct, sir. McLean is part of a keyword of a Google search.
What's the time frame?
December 29th, 2022, 8:52:37 seconds a.m.
Is there also a search for insomnia?
Yes, sir. Insomnia is part of a keyword of a Google search.
What's the time frame?
December 31st, 2022, 7:12:58 seconds p.m.
That's December 21st, did you say? Or 31st?
December 31st, 2022, sir.
And is there a search for keyword ketamine? Ketamine.
Yes, sir. Ketamine is part of a Google search. It's a keyword within the Google search.
What's the time frame?
For this entry, January 20th, 2023, 8:39:0 seconds p.m.
Is there also a search pulled up on Celebrate for Lamictal.
Yes, the word Lamictal was part of a Google search.
And what's the time frame?
January 16th, 2023, 9:23, 13 seconds a.m.
Okay. Is there also a keyword search for postpartum and Google searches for postpartum depression and various aspects of postpartum?
Yes, sir.
And what's the time frame for us?
They all occur within January of 2023, with the earliest date being the 11th of January 2023 and proceeding all the way to the 19th of January 2023.
And keyword benzo. Is that on the Celebrate report for Lindsay's cell phone?
It is, sir.
Can you tell us what the time frame is?
Sir, would you like it for the first entry or all the entries?
Give me the idea, like, for, bracket, starting on when, ending on when. We don't have to go through all of them.
The earliest entry appears to be December 6th, 2022, 9:17:05 seconds a.m., with the last entry being January 20th, 2023, 8:13:48 seconds p.m.
And search for bipolar. That was on her phone?
Keyword bipolar is part of a Google search, correct?
Bracketed in. What's the time that it started and when did it end?
The earliest entry is from this report is December 29th, 2022, 9 a.m., 37 seconds. And the last entry is January 13th, 2023, 1:38:42 seconds p.m.
And clonazepam was a search as well, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And can you just give me an idea, what's the time frame on that?
All of the searches in this report indicate January 18th, 2023, in the morning hours from 11:26 a.m. to 11:27 a.m.
Okay. And the next one would be Ativan. You see where it says Ativan? What's the first? Just give me the first month. What's the stat search for Ativan?
The earliest time frame, sir? December 31st, 2022, 7:06:30 seconds p.m.
Okay. Next one would be amitriptyline, correct? Okay.
I'm not sure on the pronunciation, but it appears to be that way.
Okay. And when was the amitriptyline search? When did it start? When did it end?
January 16th, 2023, 11:01:28 seconds a.m., with the last entry being January 23rd, 2023, 8:17:58 seconds p.m.
And then on January 20th, 2023, was she searching intrusive?
That's correct.
Okay. And then finally, sir, on January 19th of 2023, was she searching hallucinations?
Yes, sir. 10:33:49 seconds a.m.
I would offer these.
I could just look them over.
Sure, yeah.
You're welcome, sir.
No objection.
Okay, those may be admitted. Do you want to admit it's individual?
All one? Is one individual or all one? I don't care.
Ooh, why don't we do that? I hate to do this to you. Why don't we do it individually? Just might be easier down the road.
Okay.
Exhibits 240 through 260 so far.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I apologize, I neglected to ask about this Celebrate extraction report from Lindsay's phone. Disagree with me is another extraction search on her phone.
Yes, sir. It's a supplemental report for searched items.
And looking at that, if you can, basically there are a number of search terms in there, such as pre-made goodie bags, and that would have been on December 31st, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and what's the next one underneath that that would be on December 31st?
Child with bloated belly and lethargy.
How about the next one on December 31st?
Children's Motrin stores.
What about the next one on the 31st?
Children's Motrin.
Next one.
Is children's Tylenol the same as infants?
Next one.
6-month-old whale windows.
That would be WALE, whatever that means.
Yes, sir.
Month-old whale. Okay. Next one.
Earth's best organic baby food.
Next one.
Earth's best organic infant.
Next one.
Earth's best organic infant formula.
Next one.
Nova Plymouth NOVA.
Next one.
Best kids movies.
Next one.
Nova Trampoline Lark.
Next one.
Unicorn Picture.
Next one, if you can.
Yes, sir. Unicorn Picture Free Coloring.
Just read them right down. Just
Yes, sir.
Just rip right through it.
Paw Patrol saves. I'll spell it. Paw Patrol saves the MEREKR. Twin Girls Bed. Cape Cod Resort. How much formula for 8 MINTH? Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. Children's Motrin. Children's Motrin stores. ADC Temple Touch Thermometer.
Can I just interrupt you?
Yes,
What do we
sir.
have to for date right now?
The last item I read was ADC Temple Touch Thermometer, sir, and the date was January 17th, 2023, time 2:19:03 seconds p.m.
Okay, I just want to get a frame on the time.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
go ahead, finish that up.
8-month milestones. Fluffy slime recipe. Fluffy slime recipe. UTI symptoms children. Kids Miralax. Miralax for kids.
And what was the date on that?
The last date on the page for Miralax for kids, January 24th, 2023, 4:47:31 seconds p.m.
Yeah, go ahead, finish these three more.
Yes, sir. CVS Pharmacy, Pedialax, Pedialax.
Thank you, sir. I'd offer this, Judge.
All right, that may be admitted. Yeah, 261. That's it.
Exhibit 262.
And then finally, sir, approaching you with, it would be a report. You can recognize that document, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And what is that? It
It,
doesn't have the thing, the header on the top of it, that's all.
it's a supplemental report, sir, and appears to be text messages.
Okay. Are you able to know when the photograph of the two kids and the snowman was sent to Pat by Lindsay? Do you know when? Was it on the 24th? If you know.
I would have to look at the extraction.
So, understanding jury would be able to be looking at the photo and has a little history. If we look at this report, you see where it says Lindsay owner, and then over here, it says cutie.
Yes, sir.
So is that from Pat to Lindsay?
That's correct.
And what's the date and the time?
January 24th, 2023, 8:19:45 seconds a.m.
Okay. And what's the next one that you see? And just say to us, like, it's Pat to Lindsay or Lindsay to Pat, and what is the message? You don't have to go through all the numbers.
Yes, sir. Next item, do you want me to read the date,
Yeah,
sir?
sure, just
Next item, January 24th, 2023, 8:36:17 seconds a.m. Lindsay to Pat, loved an image, which is a reflection that someone used the feature within iMessage to like an image.
Like an image, like a photograph, right?
Correct, sir.
Okay. Yep. What else?
Want me to keep going?
Sure.
January 24th, 2023, 8:42:16 seconds a.m. From Patrick to Lindsay, how's it going?
And you know what? If it's the same date, rather than taking the time, just go right down and read the messages. That would 'cause we
Receive,
know
sir.
The time frame.
The date is the same for all the messages.
Okay, good.
From Patrick to Lindsay, how's it going? Lindsay to Patrick, good. Lindsay to Patrick, okay, her urine looked good, so nothing going wrong with her kidneys, phew. Patrick to Lindsay, good, with a smiley face. Lindsay to Patrick, no message content. Patrick to Lindsay, oh wow. Patrick to Lindsay, you're a good mama. Lindsay to Patrick, smiley face with hearts. Lindsay to Patrick, blank. Patrick to Lindsay, laughed at an image. Lindsay to Patrick, any chance you want to do takeout from 3V, period, period, period. I didn't cook anything, period, period, period. It's been a long day. Smiley face. Patrick to Lindsay, yeah, smiley face. Lindsay to Patrick, okie dokie, smiley face.
Okay. I'd offer that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, these text messages are already in evidence as Exhibit
Well, I'd like
23.
to have this.
I'll allow that.
Thank you.
Mike.
Finally, District Attorney spent some time asking you about modifications to a photograph, and I think it was of the little baby. You recall that line of questioning?
Yes, sir.
What did that mean? Does that mean that someone, or Lindsay or someone on her phone, changed the photograph of the little baby? Is that what that means?
It means that the photo was edited in some fashion.
So that could be like coloring?
It could be a variety of things.
Like what?
As I indicated in my earlier testimony, it could be that someone took a live photo, and instead of having it be a live photo, which is a multiple burst of images, they took it down to just a single photo.
Anything else that can be modified?
Multiple things, but from the extraction, that's the only thing I was able to determine.
So you weren't involved in the search of the Clancy house on the 24th, 25th, were you?
No, sir.
Were you aware that there are photographs of the kids hanging in virtually every room, kitchen, living room, bedrooms? Did you know that as an investigator on this case?
Sir, I was not involved in the search.
You know that there were dozens and dozens of photograph albums of little babies that were all over the house. Did you know that?
I was not aware of that, sir.
Thank you.
Commonwealth redirect?
All of the exhibits that defense counsel just put in about the searches for psychosis or certain drugs, are those all available in the disc Exhibit 236 in some of those reports where you can search the word and all of those mentions will come up?
Yes.
Sir, on Exhibit 258. Thank you. The one the search is about psychosis. Some of those searches were for psychosis symptoms on January 19, 2023. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So the person using the phone, looking it up, was looking up to find out what the symptoms of someone would be experiencing if they had psychosis, correct?
It's a keyword search for psychosis symptoms.
You were asked some questions about the chats between Lindsay and her mother in Exhibit 238. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a text message from her mother to Lindsay on January 19th, 2023, which states, "I'll bring it Saturday, never know what treasures I'll find in the attic," correct?
That's correct, ma'am.
Seeming to indicate that her mother is going to visit her that Saturday, correct? From the text message content.
It's an inference.
Was there also a text message from Lindsay's mother to Lindsay on January 22nd, which would have 2023, which would have been the Sunday after the Saturday visit, in which her mother says, "Enjoyed seeing everyone this weekend. Nice to see you doing better."
That's correct.
I have nothing further.
All right. Mr. Rankin?
Just very briefly, kind of like a housekeeping thing, if I could, Judge. I'm approaching you with a number of text messages. Would you agree with me? Again, this came off of Lindsay's phone, and it would be text messages between Patrick Clancy and Lindsay. Kind of flip through them all. Trust me, one of the others.
Yes, sir. That's correct, sir.
Okay. And then finally, I'm handing you again extractions from Lindsay's phone that you can flip through them if you wish. Would be between Lindsay and Sue Clancy, her mother-in-law, Patrick's mother. It said Sue Clancy.
That's correct, sir.
Okay. I'd offer these to you, Your Honor.
Objection.
All right, vacancy counsel.
That's all I have. Thank you, sir.
All right. Attorney Sprague, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. You may step down.
Thank you.
All right. So members of the jury, it's 1 o'clock, so 1:01, so they'll hold that against me. So we're going to take the afternoon recess at this point. I'm going to ask you to be ready to come back 2 o'clock and go to the next witness. My instructions are the same. During the break, don't talk about this case, don't do any research, don't read anything, don't listen to anything, and then see you back here about 2 o'clock. Okay, thank you.
Court, all rise. Jury, kindly close your